Good morning, mi gente. It's 9 a.m. I know, gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning? Whose idea was that? Oh, wait, it was my idea. That's why we're still in bed. Me, I'm FayWhat? And I'm going to help you get your week started off right. We have lots of fun things to talk about. It's going to be a fantastic week.
Gay boys, hashtag that girl, sunbeams, drag queens, L-word, is that girl, the girl of all our dreams. She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl, pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl, Latina, but she's universal too. If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
The FayWhat Show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show, and we are live right now on Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire Television, YouTube, and of course, Facebook. I'm also on demand, baby, anytime you want. It's Monday, October 23rd, 2023, and it is time to kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community. I have a sidekick joining me in bed for some conversation. What did you think I was freaking talking about? You know I don't know what to do with boys in bed anymore. It's been a long, long time. Yeah. Our first segment is called Gay Boys Sleep Late, and this morning I'm joined by my very good friend, gay guy pal, DJ Eric Restivo.
Just good yawning, morning. Honey. You know, I was here all night.
Stretch
we've been here all night. I'm so happy to be back in bed with you, love.
Baby, I missed you so much.
Happy.
I'm so glad you're back. Thank you. I know that you're super busy, and it's hysterical because when I book Eric to come and be in bed with me, since he's a well-known DJ, that fool has to come in after his set and just go into bed and just go, look, just wake me up.
Literally.
When it's time, I'll put on some pants.
I was debating. I was like, do I even put pants on for the show? I was like, but we've got a few hours here, so I was like, let me keep it right for the first show at least. We keep it at least PG-13.
We keep it PG, yeah, because now since Eric is in bed with me to be with you folks, now I've dragged him over to be on Queer News Tonight as well. So now he's just stuck with me.
There'll be an outfit change in between bed and Queer News, and maybe a nap if we get one in.
Maybe a nap if we can get one in. Luna's ready for the nap.
She's there.
So I am wearing a little sailor outfit.
Yes, let's just start off right with this outfit. So you pulled down your pants before we got in bed. I said, oh, wait, is this the episode where we should be in a costume? You said, to quote, no, I'm just wearing this sailor outfit because I want to.
Because, again, in a couple of weeks, next week, we'll do our Halloween episode. But it's already October. So, we're feeling kind of like, in essence, that Halloween's already here. Like, people are posting about their events. People are posting about different makeups that they're wanting to do. And so when I was pulling out costumes, I found this, and I know that you're a big fan of semen.
Second time that I was caught off guard with that joke. But yes. Also, by the way, it does really just look really great on you. It could almost be like a Lululemon tennis outfit at the same time.
I love Lululemon.
So listen, you wear it, honey.
I'm wearing it.
I went with the breast cancer awareness, live your breast life, in honor of you.
Thank you.
Of course, we in my prayers, I keep in my prayers anyone who is struggling, fighting, surviving. Not only is October for you, but every single day. So we applaud all of our survivors.
I love you so much, Eric. Thank you so much for that. That means a lot to me.
Yes.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's the whole entire month, So just the fact that, Eric came in last night, rolled into bed with his pink shirt, and he's like, I'm rocking it.
I was ready to go.
I'm representing.
I'm also matching.
And you're also matching.
And it's a new bed, by the way. I don't know. You guys don't know this. This is kind of BTS, but it's a new bed since last time I was here. So that is exciting.
It is a new bed because bitches be crazy on my bed. That's why,
Right.
Between TP Lords and Kelly Raspberry and Kimberly Venom and all these crazy drag queens that come in here. Prince Trilla has been in this bed and has I'm redoing everything.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was time.
So,
They say every 16 drag queens you should update your bed. So I guess you were way past
I was way
you were way
past
past
it. I was like at 33.
Your check engine light was on, girl.
Completely.
Yeah.
Completely.
It was on.
Oh my God. Do you drive around with like a check engine light on, or do you freak out?
I don't. I freak out. No, girl. Please, I'm texting you about celebrity lip sync battle. Do I drive around with a check engine light on? No. The second that my car could be broken up into like smart mode or normal. If I go into smart mode and I don't hit the brake soon enough, it'll do it for me, and I have a stroke every time. Stroke. I smell toast. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening?
Oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah. No. Check your engines, honey. Check
my
them.
wife has a smaller car than me and a newer car than me. All right, and she has one of those that if someone gets close to your side, it starts beeping.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Sensory.
Or
and
the sensor.
You're like, what's happening?
So I'm always like,
where is it?
Like, where's it coming from? Like, what? That wasn't that close.
Yeah.
I guess I get closer than I think.
I have the same sensor sound, and I'll literally talk back to it. I'll say, what? What am I doing? I'm not doing anything. Like, as if it's going to answer me. I know you guys do that at home, too.
Listen,
I know you talk to your car.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, come on. My song, but doesn't your car have a name?
I haven't named my new truck, actually, because it's sort of
have
on the
to.
newer side. No, you're right. Well, by the end of this episode, I'll have a name.
You know,
I promise you that.
like my wife's car is non-binary. My car is a gay boy. His name is Drake.
That makes a lot of sense, by the way. That you drive a gay boy. Yeah, that is a new fact that I learned about you today. I think that I probably drive a lesbian. It's a pickup truck, you know. So I would say maybe like Trudy, the truck, something with a T. I like a little bit of a nuance.
Trudy. When's the last effing time that you've met a freaking lesbian named Trudy?
Teddy sounds
Maybe
like
Teddy.
it could be a cute little
Maybe.
chic les name.
Maybe.
Teddy, Tamer, maybe? I don't know. We'll come back to it.
We'll
Tanner.
I like Tanner because it's very,
It's both. It could be anything.
Yes.
Tanner. I might have to join.
Tanner the truck.
I might have to join your Cuban in the non-binary stance with the
Why not?
truck. Yeah,
Why
that's
not?
where we're
Your
going.
truck will tell you what they are.
Absolutely.
Ask your truck their pronouns.
Right, we're so stupid.
If it answers, we'll
Well,
have to talk some.
that'll be a
info.
follow-up.
We'll be talking about Mental Health Awareness Month soon.
That'll be a follow-up episode featuring both of us, actually, right here.
Featuring both of us. All right, let's start talking about some crap, okay?
Oh, right. We have other stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
I
no,
forgot.
of course,
Okay,
right?
yeah. Mhm.
So, first, a video about pineapple on pizza has become a metaphor for GOP logic on LGBTQ plus rights. Comedian Jamie Campbell shares what he would do if his hypothetical kid announced that he likes pineapple on pizza. He points out that while some like it, others want it banned entirely to prevent anyone else from having pineapple on their pizza. Phobes, he says, will tell you that they don't mind if you like pineapple on your pizza. They just don't want to see it out in public.
Pineapple on pizza. Some people like pineapple on pizza. People are divided, though, on the topic, right? Some people like pineapple on pizza. Some people don't. But I have also noticed some people not only don't like to have pineapple on their pizza, they don't want anyone else to have pineapple on their pizza. Even if those people like it. Yeah, they hate the very idea of pineapple on pizza so much that they'll ruin the enjoyment of others, even though it doesn't hurt or affect them in any way. These people would prefer that it were illegal to put pineapple on pizza. They want it banished from menus nationwide. I've got an uncle in this camp. He's one of these pineaphobes. He thinks he's a free thinker, but he's not a free thinker. Every family's got one. He'll tell you he doesn't mind if you have pineapple on your pizza. He just doesn't want to see it out in public. He would prefer you take your pineapple behind closed doors and not throw it in his face. Some of these pineaphobes are parents. They are against pineapple on pizza in schools.
This metaphor is bang on, okay? Is this how the rights and freedom of queer people are taken away by pineapple on your pizza, maybe? What are we all talking about? You saw this, right?
So yeah, I've seen this. I come from, a big Italian background as well. So like fruits and marinara sauce just don't mix normally.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But I recently did actually try pineapple on my pizza.
Hawaiian pizza.
Yes, and it was like I want to say there was like ham and all these delicious meats and the pineapple. Okay. And for me, it's about the texture, right? So if it's like in chunks, then I can kind of do it. But it also needs to be not as warm as my pizza, if that makes sense. Like when it's too much of a slime issue. Yeah. So in that picture, when it was like the circular pineapple, that's too big for me. Too big. I can't do that. Okay. I can't do that. I can't tell someone that they can't enjoy a meal, you know, if they love it.
Or I can't tell somebody you can't.
What is your stance? Do you eat it?
You can't eat that pineapple in front of me. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, I'm from New Jersey, and again,
I'm from New York.
Lots of Italian, influences back home, in Jersey, Sopranos and all that kind of shit, right? So I'm with you. I don't do, and I'm a big fruity. Like I love fruit. I eat fruit all the time, but I don't like fruit on top of my pizza. Okay. Now I just recently started liking fruit, like in salads and stuff like that, and I'm all about it. Okay. There's something about the wetness of the pineapple that makes the pizza even more wet. And you would think that the lesbian would like things wet. Okay. But it's just too wet and too messy, and it doesn't go with the tomato sauce, and there's just too much slimy stuff going on.
It's actually good if you have like a cheese pizza, a traditional cheese pizza, and then while it's cooling down, you have your fresh pineapple in a separate bowl to the side. Then you just eat it separately. Eat it separately. Maybe an appetizer. Yeah. And then you put it back on the shelf, honey, and eat your pizza.
I love how this segment now we're just talking about the pizza. We're not even talking about the GOP metaphor. Okay, we're still talking about the mother effing pizza. All right, because let me.
Okay.
This is something that you should but is this something you should never do? I'm still going with the pizza.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still going with the pizza because we're dumb this way. All right. So the worst thing you can do is not tell somebody you put freaking pineapple on the pizza and then just give it to them. All right. There was one time that I was super hungry. I knew that the pizza was home. I was so excited to go get it. Right. And then I went and took the slice and just went, and I bit right into the pineapple, and my brain just went kind of like poop, because that was not the taste that I was expecting.
No.
And I went all in, and I was all out.
And you were disappointed.
I was, you were disappointed. I was let down. Yeah, it was like sex without an orgasm.
I get that, which is pointless. By the way. And by the way, if you're defending sex without an orgasm, you should be having sex with someone new.
Exactly. So you're having sex with the wrong person.
Yes.
I mean, you really are. Yeah, if you're just like, it's just,
But the metaphor.
I
I don't think that it's my place or anyone's place to tell anyone what they want to eat, unless we're talking about, like, remember that Tide Pod challenge when children were ingesting the Tide Pods? Yeah, I mean, if it makes you happy, fine. But my family probably won't be doing it.
Yeah, mine probably either. But again,
we won't judge you.
But we won't judge. That's the point of it. Okay?
Or we will behind your back.
You can eat whatever the hell you want. Behind your back, we're going to call you gross.
Yeah. But not to your face. Not to your face.
That's your face.
That's your face.
Next, former Speaker of the House, Representative Nancy Pelosi. Oh my God, I love her. I miss her, right? So Nancy Pelosi.
Speaking of good cheese pizza, honey, Nancy Pelosi, one of the good ones.
Right?
Love her.
Yeah. So Representative Nancy Pelosi is known as a huge defender of LGBTQ plus rights, right? And she popped into the Little Gay Pub, a bar in Washington, D.C. to speak to patrons and take a selfie in the elaborate Wes Anderson-inspired bathroom. The owner spared no expense for the most private area of the bar, including a giant brass sink, custom wallpaper, elaborate antique mirrors, and a golden swan. Nancy wrote a post the next day calling the experience thrilling. She thanked the LGBTQ plus community for their patriotism in advancing freedom. Nancy Pelosi knows what is trending in the gay world. What are we all talking about?
We're applauding. We're applauding for Queen Pelosi. I mean, listen, when the owner of the bar pulls out a golden swan for you, you know that you are royalty. I mean, but how cool, like, truly. It's similar to what you hear of, like, Hillary Clinton, what she's done in the past, right? She's gone into gay spaces and bars, and she's been to Provincetown a million times. It's really just cool when someone that you see on TV who you've seen fight for the rights of your community and your people lives an afternoon of normalcy and just goes into a little gay bar and inspires. I mean, I would lose my shit.
I would lose my shit. If I was just sitting there and she
came in. And I don't fangirl, and neither do you. Like, we meet a lot of people. I don't fangirl like that, even though I fangirled when I saw your picture with Dominique from... Your, what was it?
Oh my God. I met Dominique Jackson at the Task Force Gala, at the National LGBTQ Task Force Gala.
I fangirl.
We'll talk about that
across
soon.
the phone. I fangirl. In that one.
But Nancy Pelosi, you would.
I would.
And I would too.
Yeah, I'd be like, can I buy you a drink?
Oh my God, I would.
What drink do you think she would be drinking?
She looks like a gin and tonic.
Me, I was going to say a Bombay tonic.
Or like a gimlet or something, right? Luna's like, don't wake me up with your drinking stuff.
I literally was thinking it's just probably like a Bombay or like a dry martini.
Or like a dry martini with an olive or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Or a twist. a twist.
But the thing is, like, after the
Love.
fact and after her time in the White House and after her, do you remember when, like, Trump would start doing, like, his
Her
addresses
face, her
and she would be
face.
like,
yep, she had
this
no
mother effer,
time.
get this guy away from me. Anyway, but she doesn't have to go into a gay bar now. You know
No.
what I mean? Like, she could
just
call
did.
gay boys to her house if she really wanted
honey.
to. You know? And
She's an icon. She
That's
is a
it.
gay icon.
That's
She
it.
doesn't have to work another day in her life
Truth.
in any area outside of just living in a gay community. If she
we'll
wanted,
be fine.
we
We'll
would
take
be
care
fine.
of her. We'll do her hair, her
Absolutely.
makeup, and everything. She won't have to do anything.
Yeah, I think that she's been an icon even before the famous rip behind him. But that for me, like, set it in stone.
Yeah, that
you
totally
know?
solidified it. Like, we took you as our own. Right
It was
then
like
and
the
there.
multiple rips, too. It wasn't the one.
And
It
then,
was
like, the side
yeah,
eye that
right.
we've invented in our community. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, she had it spot on.
She knew.
We love you, Auntie.
She knew.
Next.
We know
Stefan,
you're watching.
We know you're watching, too. You're one of the 4 people.
You're watching.
I love you. Next, Stefan Peters, an American Airlines flight attendant, has gone viral after a passenger posted a video of his pre-flight safety demonstration on TikTok. This lip-syncing safety specialist is winning over frequent flyers with his unique style. While the usual pre-recorded announcement is predictably bland, this fan of RuPaul's Drag Race lip syncs along with the voice and throws in a little extra while pointing out emergency lights and demonstrating how to don life vests.
May not be plugged into any power source while on board the airplane. The safety card in your seat pocket explains the safety features of this airplane, including the location and operation of exits and flotation devices. But of course, don't hesitate to ask our crew members questions. This airplane has 2 exit doors in the front, 4 window exits over the wings, and 2 exit doors in the back. Take a moment to locate the nearest one, and keep in mind, it may be behind you. All door exits have evacuation slides to use in the unlikely event of an emergency. When directed to exit, jump onto the slide and move away from the airplane. In a water evacuation, life rafts are located in marked ceiling compartments. All exits are clearly marked with signs and opening instructions. If needed, exit path lighting in the aisle will illuminate near the floor to guide you to an exit indicated by signs and lights. In the event of an emergency, leave all belongings and proceed to the closest usable exit. If needed, oxygen masks will drop from an overhead compartment. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull the mask down to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and put the elastic band over your head. Pull the straps to tighten and breathe normally. You should always put on your mask before helping others. Oxygen is flowing even if the bag does not inflate. Life vests are located under, next to, or between your seat. For help locating them, see your safety card. To remove the vest, pull the tab or compartment handle to break the seal. If equipped with an elastic harness, remove the harness before opening the pouch. Take the vest out as shown on the safety card and put it over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach the buckle, and pull tight. Once outside, pull the tab to inflate your vest or blow into the red tube. In the water, a light on your vest will automatically illuminate. If necessary, an infant life vest will be distributed by a crew member. See your safety card for more details on how to use it. We will be dimming the cabin lights for takeoff. Individual reading light controls are at each seat. It's our honor to care for you on your journey. If you have any questions, please refer to your safety card or ask any of the crew members as they do their final cabin check. And as always, let us know if there's anything we can do to make your time with us more enjoyable.
If you're on TikTok, check him out. But just like happiness, right? Like, don't we need more happiness like that in the world?
We do.
And I almost feel like I might have been on a flight with this person because I feel like anytime I fly recently, it's kind of been the flight attendants making more of a mockery of the safety demonstration just to kind of keep the energy light because
Why?
every
Because
single
you fly
flight is
for
delayed.
Exactly.
Every flight has been delayed or it's full or it's, you're getting on, then you're getting off because there's not a pilot. It's just, flying right now is nuts. So for this, it was like, it was nice to
right?
see.
It was like a welcome change. And like you said, like, flying has been shitty for a couple of years. You know what I mean? It just has, like, COVID and the masks and all of that and TSA taking forever, right? And it's still bad. Here we are in 2023 and it's just bad. And I think that some of the airlines are just getting worse, you know, and it's not just
not
the
getting
spirits
better.
and the allegiance that people were always expecting. It's just across
But still
the board.
expect that. But still expect it.
Still expect that.
it.
Yeah, where you have to like pay to breathe. Oh,
Yeah.
you want to breathe? That's an extra $50.
Yeah, water was $4. I flew Spirit once to Miami because I was not Miami, Orlando or
Okay.
Tampa was it? I think it was Orlando. It was like a 40-minute flight for Starbound, and they flew me, and it was delayed like 4 hours.
You could have dined there driving
I could have
faster.
driven faster. It was not a high Spirit, we'll just say. But I remember when Todrick was all over was it Virgin America or Virgin Atlantic? You know, he was the video, like him and his like cast of creatives did the safety demonstration video.
Ooh, I
like
love
it was
that.
a music video. I wonder if that's still around. You
I gotta
should
find
check
that.
it out.
I love that.
Todrick's airline safety
I love
demonstration
that.
video. It
I
was like
love
a whole
that.
production.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you know, and we need that. You know, people are still afraid of flying. You know,
Yeah.
there's all this, you know, there's a war going on, unfortunately, right now. You know, people are afraid to fly. And flight attendants, there are guides, there are protectors, there are everything, you know?
There are eyes and ears in the sky, literally.
They are. And
Yeah.
so they can be assholes.
Yeah.
They can, because they have to deal with a lot of personality. So when one breaks out and it's like, you know what, I'm going to inform, but I'm going to entertain you too. Like, that just gives me like a warm,
I love when humans
warmness,
choose kindness.
You know? And it's
When you-
usually a gay person, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes
it's
or
not
no?
usually.
Yes
It
or
is.
no?
It
Okay.
is.
No, because then the straight people get mad if you say it's always a gay person. So
Okay,
that's
well,
why.
it's always a gay person. Let's go.
Let's go. He's
And
right.
Luna agrees,
He's
by the
right,
way.
and-
She flips sides because she agrees. That was her agreeing.
That's her agreeing. That's it. Next,
They agree at home, please.
Jessie Sirivanchai.
Ooh,
I got
say
that,
to get you
right? I
once.
totally
wow.
said that. Jessie Sirivanchai.
Yes,
A
love
passionate
it.
defense of his little girl, Alison, made national news at the beginning of the month. But her moving speech before Cherry Creek School District is still going viral now. In a trembling voice, the 11-year-old trans girl, Alison, told the members and adults who said despicable things about her that she wanted to make peace. Jessie explained her child's emotion, remarkably saying Alison being a trans person has nothing to do with politics or being woke or any of this weird stuff people are saying. It's just that the girl wants to go to school. That's it.
Hi, I'm Alison Sirivanchai, and I wrote this in my free time. Hello, fathers, daughters, mothers, and everybody else who came here today with fear, anger, and confusion. Free feelings that hurt inside badly. I came here not to fight, but to make peace. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to tell a story. An autobiography, if you may. Well, as far back as I can remember, I always chose dresses, makeup, wigs, and dolls. My first Halloween costume that I chose to do was a zombie vampire bride. So weird, right? Who thinks of that? Well, I did. I remember the first dress I wore was a pretty white gown. When I wore it, it felt special. Not like anything else. It was the best feeling. It felt like magic. When my loving mom first curled my hair and I looked in the mirror, I wanted to cry. Because I saw not the person I was supposed to be, but the person I am. Because when I imagine myself as a grown human, I see a woman dancing in a white dress through a meadow of flowers. And when I see that, I know that's who I am. And I just want the space and acceptance to be me. Thank you.
Okay, so
She knows what we all want. What are we all talking about?
How old is she? 11?
She's 11.
Little Allison. And she just wants to go to school.
Yes.
And she has all of these people against her because she knows what she wants at an early age.
Yep.
She's got the support of her legal guardians, her parents. Correct? It's not like she has chosen to leave her parents in the dark and go and talk to a guidance counselor or a doctor without their permission. She's doing it under the supervision of, the two most important people in her life, I would most likely say.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it bothers so many other people. This is a tough subject because, listen, some people will argue and say because she's 11 that
She doesn't know that it's a fad, that it's a phase, blah, blah, blah.
But listen, these children who are 11 and 12 are exposed to a lot more than we were at 11 and 12,
For sure.
right? It was like the environment that we were in we didn't navigate the way that they do.
No, it was
we
much
didn't have
smaller.
cell phones. We didn't have, we had a cell phone maybe like when we were 16. It was like new,
Of course.
So it's tough because we were never face to face with any of these issues, let alone being trans and, that young. I don't even think that I was out of the closet like gay until 16, and I didn't think there was anything wrong with liking boys, girls, and everything in between, to be fair. So this is tough for me. I mean, what do you do? It's a little bit different as a gay parent, but if you're 11-year-old who is so sure of that this is what they are in this body, regardless of what their face or appearance looks like, what do you do? Do you know?
Like you said, it's a very tough subject, and it's even harder because we live in South Florida, where Don't Say Gay and all these anti-LGBTQ plus youth bans and laws are going into effect, where teachers, school used to be a safe space, or a guidance counselor used to be a safe space.
Was this in Florida?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But I'm saying, it's a place similar to it.
Yeah.
You and I don't have a trans child. Our lives would be different.
Not yet.
We did.
At least if I have a,
Not yet.
who knows?
Exactly. But if right now you or I had a trans child, I would be planning on leaving the state. Unfortunately.
Oh, 100%.
Okay? I'm not leaving Florida. I'm going down with the fucking ship. You would have to take my nails off. Okay, I'm not going anywhere.
We'll be in this bed, honey.
If you had a child, you'd have to live. That's the parental thing to do, is you live for your child,
You're not
right?
living for you anymore.
And this place is not safe for an 11-year-old trans girl that knows she's an 11-year-old trans girl. So I'm going to go and move to a place that she's going to be supported. And she's going to be able to live her life.
And listen, that's not to say, not that I think there's anything wrong with being 11 and being so sure of yourself, but who knows that if in 2 years at 13, she decides that this is not indeed the path that she wants to take, then are all these people going to be writing apologies to this girl who suffered all of this trauma at this age, and maybe and then she's going to be, God forbid, scared to detransition back to maybe her born gender, because that's horror stories as well. You don't hear about it that much, but there are trans people who regret it and then begin the process of detransitioning, which again, I would support anyone's decision. It's their body, their mind. But then what do you do? It's like you don't win either way.
Okay, so understand that there's the percentage of people who detransition is very low.
Very low.
It does happen, right? It does happen, but it's very low. And then another thing to educate you folks at home. No gender reassigning surgery is ever done to a kid that's under 18.
Right.
Okay? It just isn't.
Just remember that.
Okay? So all this crazy shit that these people want you to believe that, we're changing genders on kids because we want to and it's Tuesday. That's bullshit. It doesn't work that way.
And that's what they're arguing.
And
that's what they're saying. That's all they're just saying, those generalizations. This 11-year-old is going to go and get surgery tomorrow.
And that's not it.
That's not the case.
There is gender affirming care that has to do with social entities that you start working. There are puberty blockers, of course. There are things that you would be doing
in
your teens.
Into your body.
But it's not like that, Eric, that we're going to go, okay, you want to be a girl, I'm going to go. And that's how they present it.
Yeah, they think it happens overnight.
Exactly. Yeah. And this poor little girl, that's freaking 11 years old, has more sense than the adults around her, and all she wants is peace. That's all she wants.
I would be as the father, I would be probably behind bars at this point. I'm not sure how I would react in that situation, but I will say kudos to the parents for supporting your child, because we need more adults who adult like that, to be fair.
Very true. Very true.
Right? That was a good one. I liked that one.
Right?
Yeah.
Finally today, queer icon
JVN
Jonathan Van Ness made headlines recently after appearing on Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast and boldly taking a stand against the host's views on transgender youth. Then the right-wing journalist Megyn Kelly decided it was her turn to throw a few low blows at Van Ness through her SiriusXM show to mock Van Ness's teary-eyed statements on the podcast and assert that trans women should be excluded from sports teams. The Queer Eye star then shared a video shutting down Kelly's baseless comments with a smile on their face. His followers and other social media users praised him for his approach.
You know what, Jonathan? Same. I'm so tired, too. I'm so tired. I'm tired of having stand up for my daughter's right to play sports with other girls. I'm tired of having to stand up for the volleyball player down in North Carolina.
Megyn, whoa. I had to meet you on a press tour in your 4th Hour Today show that got canceled, but you did make millions of dollars in that cancellation, so good on you, girl boss power, love it. But here's the thing, I don't think that you would make a video of every single time a high school or college or collegiate athlete got injured playing volleyball or soccer or basketball or baseball or any of those sports when she gets injured by a cisgender competitor, which happens all the time. Why? Because sports are dangerous. Volleyball is dangerous. Trans women don't make sports dangerous. They are dangerous. So advocating for trans inclusion in sports and for trans rights does not take away from women's rights. Women deserve the same access to money, advertising dollar, resources, training facilities, scholarship opportunities, professional league opportunities that men do. And I'm advocating for that all the time. I believe in women's rights. I believe in women's right to choose. I believe in trans rights. So yeah, I'm advocating for all the people. That's what I try to do. And all the best to you.
That Ness knows how to stand for himself. What are we all talking about?
Listen, this is not even the first time that we've talked about JVN when I've been here, right?
Yep.
You know, so I love that we get to come back to them. This is kind of like a perfect article to piggyback on what we just talked about, right? So it's like Dax Shepard, by the way, is Dax Shepard Kristen Bell's husband?
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
So is he a Republican? Or is he?
You'd be surprised.
So so just so I don't get, because I remember reading about this, he shares that trans females should not be allowed, and Jonathan was obviously opposing that stance.
And getting teary-eyed about it because, again,
rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
Megyn Kelly was not on the podcast, but has another show on the same network and responded
Started talking shit about him.
Right. So it's just like, number one is thanks for the view, Megyn Kelly. You know, like no matter what, there's always going to be a Karen watching, right? So thanks for watching out my queer icon, Jonathan. We love it.
We love it.
And I just think that everyone is big, bad, and bold behind a podcast microphone or behind their Sirius XM radio channel without having to live any of those experiences. Dax Shepard is, to my understanding, a tall, white, handsome man who has probably lived his life with a lot of privilege, has not walked into a room and felt different just because of the way of his skin and the way that people look at him. He is married to, physically a Karen. Yeah. You know, so his life has probably been lots of, easy, relationships with others. I don't really see a lot of hardship standing in his way. So to me, it's almost like, are you using the gay community and gay icons like Jonathan Van Ness as clickbait to bring us into this kind of environment, then watch your podcast and watch you slam our trans community? Like, is that the only point of why you had him on? Because I like Kristen Bell, and I'm going to affiliate someone with their husband, their partner.
Of
so
course,
it's like, this hurts for me. That's my girl.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's BS when straight people use us to gain the attention from our community, the LGBTQ plus community, and then when they have our attention, they shit in our face. Yeah. And it happens all too often, And JVN he's a good sport, and he understands, they understand that wherever they go, they are a huge representation of us. Right. And speaking of sports, it is what it is. Like, this is not a black and white. This is not a murky subject here. It's black and white, which is awesome sometimes. Trans women are women. Period. It's a women's category. Yeah. Trans men are men. Period. It's a men's category. Period. That's it. That's it. There should be until the Olympics has decided to introduce a non-binary category where we can then even go further with what needs to be done. This is it. Yeah. You can't have your cake and eat it too. No, you can't. You can't. And you're going to go after, and JVN, who, he's got a gymnastics background. Oh, yeah. He loves kids. Like, he has a camp for LGBTQ plus kids. Like, you've seen him change the lives of so many people just
Queer Eye.
Queer Eye
Oh
alone,
my God.
you know,
Yes.
alone.
Yes.
And that's
yes.
not
oh my God.
everything he's done.
I can't
So
remember her
it's-
girl right now, and I can't remember her Instagram is Archangel something, and I can't remember her name, but she's incredible, and she was on Queer Eye, and she
Yeah.
was the trans bodybuilder, and they're still besties, okay? And when I
Okay.
interviewed her, she was like, JVN changed my life. Like now we're friends, and I go to him whenever I need any kind of direction or something. You know, I mean, he's changed. They have changed many lives.
They really have, and I'm still just a little bit disappointed in Dak Shepard. Like, I want to maybe go home and do a little bit more research on
and send him
his
a message
stance, because it's
send him a dick pic. See what
it's
he says.
not cool. Yeah, I will.
Maybe
All right.
that'll work.
Maybe it will.
Just saying.
Fine, we'll do.
We'll do. The FayWhat show is part of one of the largest LGBTQ plus media companies in America. And Hotspots magazine has been documenting the LGBTQ plus experience for 37 years. And Happening Out Television Network has been bringing you daily LGBTQ plus news, talk shows, and more for 4 years. In the same model of PBS and NPR, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. So, what are you doing this week?
Is
Are
this
you gonna start? Yeah, we're
This
done.
is
Are
it?
you
It
gonna?
always goes by so fast.
I know it,
you
it does, because we can talk shit like. for
I know
days.
we just forget.
We
really do forget.
We really do.
This
Anything fun
week,
going on?
yes. So I'm doing so Bag of Chips from RuPaul's Drag Race is back this Thursday
Wow,
at
how
Hamburger
cool.
Mary's. Let me know if you want to. I'll put a few seats aside or whatever.
You're so
I'm
sweet.
doing the music for her show Thursday night. I'm so excited for that. And then also from RuPaul's Drag Race, Angina will be
Oh
here
my
this
God, and
weekend.
you're good
friend
friends
of
with
mine,
her,
really
right?
good friend of mine. So we'll be out.
Listen, talk about like staying the test of time, right? Because she was one of the OGs.
Yes,
right?
and she is booked every single. Her and Morgan McMichaels, OGs, they are two of the busiest, hardest working drag queens
I love that.
in LA. They really are. Morgan hosts the show every single week at Mickey's. Angina does every viewing party you could think of. She does the Drag Race Vietnam hosting. She does it
my
all.
God, how cool.
She does it all. She's incredible. And Angina
awesome.
is always doing competitions slightly similar to Jasmine Price Lords, where she's looking for undiscovered talent, right? Like you're always looking to highlight more people and
I
give a
love
chance
that.
for others.
Yeah.
So we love that about her.
I love that.
And then, I have
on?
more stuff, just, I'll be back.
Well, you'll be back next week. Next week
Yes,
we'll
I'll
do
be
our
back.
Halloween episode, and we'll
Yes.
talk about what we're gonna do for Halloween.
Absolutely.
All
Can't
right.
wait. Can't wait. I love you more. Thank you always for having me.
Oh, please. Thank you.
And I might be borrowing the sailor suit.
Your husband has
Just
a
so
thing
you
for
know.
semen also. I'm
Yeah,
just letting
he
you
sure
know.
does.
I'm
Mine.
Thank you, DJ Eric, for joining me in bed. Wow.
Wow.
Did you know that the Happening Out Television Network studios are located at Sunshine Cathedral Square, which also houses Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church, located in Fort Lauderdale? We broadcast our Sunday service every week at 10:30 a.m. Finally, this morning, I want to get our week started by telling you some things that are really important to me. We call it Faye. What's on my mind? So a few weeks ago, a thing happened, okay? Dennis Dean's Wrapped in Strength was unveiled as part of the October Hotspots Happening Out Gallery October Showcase, honoring Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And the picture was of me. I know. I know. Okay, let's unpack some of this, all right? So over 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, all right? And I'm here sitting in front of you, cancer-free, baby. But that's not everyone's story, okay? I've wanted to do something with Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but I didn't know what exactly. And I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around the fact that I'm being called a survivor. Like, it's weird, I gotta tell you, okay? So understand that, all right? So when I expressed interest in doing something, Hotspots Happening Out Gallery showed up, and they showed up big. So Dennis Dean is the incredible photographer, artist, and the curator of the gallery. And they came up with the idea to photograph me for the showcase. So Dennis sent me a picture of a woman wrapped in a pink bow and said, I want to recreate this picture, right? And I was stunned, I was excited, I was nervous, etc. And the day came for the shoot, and I tried to cancel. I tried to get out of it because I was so fucking weirded out. But my best friend, Michelle, talked me into it, and I brought her along for some support and, for some help, right? Her mother was taken too soon from cancer a couple of years ago also. So I thought it would be something great that we could share, right? So the shoot was wonderful. I was naked for 3 hours without some action. That's new to me, but I enjoyed the 3 hours, right? At the end of that evening, I found out that Dennis Dean had lost his sister to cancer, Diane. Diane was her name, and the picture he wanted to recreate was one of her. I was floored. She was beautiful, gorgeous, sweet, nice. She was all the things that Dennis is also. And unfortunately, she hated doctors, okay? She could have maybe been still here if things were different, if she had gone to go get checked out, And that definitely made me sad, But that made me think also this has to go perfect for Dennis. And it has to go perfect for Diane, Well, you saw the picture. The picture's beautiful. The unveiling made me freaking cry. And then to see so many people there who had helped me through cancer. My wife, the Cuban, my brother, Tony, my cousin, Diana, my bestie, Michelle and Cal, my sis, Adriana Tender was in the house, happening out, and Hotspots were there. Oh, a ton of the anchors. Al was there. John Hayden was there. Jeff, Auntie Mame, Hotspots head honcho Scott Holland was there. Plus, we had the Popo in the house. Bill Schultz was in the house as well. I had Shari there, Connor, JB, Jameer. So Jameer Baptiste, he took the lead on the event, and it just went amazing. I've got to say thank you to 305 Pink Pack and the American Cancer Society, and also Debbie Wasserman Schultz. All right, the incredible woman that she is, allied to the LGBTQ plus community. Well, she's also a breast cancer survivor. Who knew? She sent an incredible video for the event. Wow, it was just a wonderful evening. I got to give another special thank you to all the artists that were so vulnerable and were so amazing and so real and so freaking talented. Like hearing the stories that they had of survival and loss, it was really hard, but it was really necessary to listen to, So make sure you follow these artists. Make sure that you send them love. Suzanne Barton, Sammy Davidson, Penny Frazier, Patty Doolittle, Rosaria Vigorito, Karen Frischman, Pia Drugger, and Franklin Shannon. You folks are the true heroes. You really are. Thank you to all that were involved. And don't forget, get your tatas checked there. Okay, you've got the whole entire month of October to remember and to be reminded. Okay, you got one week left of this fantastic month. Go get a mammogram. Go get checked. If you have cancer in your family, even more so. All right. Well, so that's the FayWhat show. I hope that you had fun. Thank you so much to DJ Eric for joining me in bed. He's just such an incredible soul. I love that kid. I am really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community. It's often hard for us girls. But if we believe we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q plus. We open the show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore, and that girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity. It's what makes us so strong. So until next Monday, world, at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand. Also, a little quick reminder that until then, make sure that you follow me on all social media outlets: Facebook, IG, Threads, TikTok, and YouTube. Okay, follow FayWhat. And since you're always on the go, you can also listen to the FayWhat show wherever you listen to your podcast app. All right, just search the FayWhat show. And also, follow the Happening Out Television Network for all LGBTQ plus content that you love. All right, that's it. Esto se acabó. I am done. I am FayWhat? And I'm hashtag that girl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Stay gay.
Rainbows, gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too. If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat show. Get the week started with me.